Call Baul and exit this place.
Yes,
Thank you, game.
please do so. Because if
Yeah,
you say
that's why
no
it doesn't
here, you
let
don't
you.
get another option to do so.
Yep. This is the only time.
Okay,
I'm so proud of us.
We got 4 of the things.
Alright, go back to the jellyfish. There is one side quest that we're doing just for me here.
If we could control the Autophagos with just those 4, then we wouldn't need the others.
That thing is not exactly something you want to take on lightly. We better make damn sure we're set. There's no second chance.
I know. Just by creating the spirits, we've already changed Terralumares.
Yeah, the next time you enter Capua Nor, I think the story advances, so don't do that until we're done.
Don't do that.
Don't go to Kappa Noir?
No.
Right. Don't go back to Rockledge and waste another year.
That can't be just our decision.
I don't even know which one Kappa Noir is.
No. Just don't go to either of them then.
Okay.
It's the southern one.
I believe you'll get another story scene as you fly around here that will tell you to go to Kappa Noir, which is
possible.
why we won't do it.
But we can still talk to the Imperial
Don't trust
Knights and
this
the
game's
guilds,
lies.
right?
Exactly.
I mean,
well, it's the same thing as any
RPG.
RPG. Where it's like, it tells you, oh my god, the world is ending, we have to do something, and then you actually have to not do something as soon as you can, and instead do 3 hours of side quests.
Even if Duke manages to save the world his way, it doesn't mean
Yeah, I never quite got why JRPGs do that. Because why? I mean, you could just sprinkle all those fun stuff throughout the story. But they never do.
That'd be good pacing.
Yeah, they never really, like, they always have, you know, a bunch of ones in the game, but then you get to the end of the game and suddenly there's 20 extra hours of content right before the last dungeon. That's probably why I quit so many RPGs in the last dungeon. This game is actually even worse, because you have to make progress in the final dungeon to unlock the last set of side quests. You have to get to a certain point in the last dungeon. And actually, I think it's actually the very last staircase to the final boss.
Yeah.
I mean,
is
Symphonia
the final
did that.
flag point for getting the last, getting all the side quests.
This actually doesn't have too much of that. There is stuff that only unlocks in the post game, but that's actually a trigger is beating the final boss, because after the final boss you can save and go back into your save file.
Right, and you'll be like right in front of the final boss door. But there's definitely a few different flags in the final dungeon.
Yeah, there are. There's like
huge.
that whole side area with the 2 fell arms or something.
So what exactly do you need to get ready?
And you need that to unlock.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
Shh.
Yeah.
Port Nor. It's at the edge of Ilikia.
I want to find out what's happened at Emmead Hill since the.
Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go to Port Nor for no reason at all.
Okay, so she needs to go to a city, they pick Port Nor or whatever, but he's like, let's go to Emmead Hills. I need to know about that shit. It's like, why?
Well, Emmead Hill is right next to Nor.
Exploded.
So
yeah, don't do that. Instead, go to Mizora. Miorzo.
The spirits of the 4 great elements have been born. The Entelikeia were thinking of the planet after all. I was worried there for a little bit, but that wasn't too bad.
Wait, I don't even know what Rita means there.
I don't either.
You're thinking of the planet after all when we murdered them.
For sure now, right?
Not yet. There's still too many unknown variables. Hypothesize, test, evaluate, then prove.
Too many variables. It's the 3-body problem all over again.
I'm not even sure how effective the 4 elements will be in converting air to mana yet. Wait.
So this is the legend of the elemental masters.
Pretty much.
Sure.
If so, then I shouldn't be
So here she goes.
Value, but
no, she's Spurgin now.
I mean,
and that's...
Okay. She's gone.
Carol is my face right now.
Okay, Miorzo is Jellyfish Town, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's marked on the world map.
on the Mirror World map.
Watch this shit.
Oh, it's over near the other end of the Taurus. Oh,
yeah,
right.
It's to the left.
Yes.
Is Baul doing all right?
Oh.
Sure he's not getting
This
too
gave
tired?
me a cutscene.
No, he's fine, but he's uneasy.
I mentioned that this would probably show up.
The apatheia within him isn't enough to undergo spirit conversion yet. But he knows that
I think this is actually a side quest scene with random trigger.
Well, humans are all going to die sometime.
I don't know.
We don't spend every day worrying about it.
I spend every day worrying about it.
Are you saying Baul is that weak?
I ignore it, and when I can't ignore it, I drink.
dying in his case isn't exactly death like we normally think of it, though, right?
But it does mean that his consciousness will disappear and be replaced by something new.
Deep.
So it's basically a fear of the unknown.
Deep.
That part of it is actually not too different from us.
So we're talking about like duality here or what?
Duality of persons, fear
Sure.
of death, you know. Taking on the big issues. That's what Tales of Vesperia is about.
Yeah, but she says like his spirit will be replaced by something else, yet like when Undine was born and such, she still remembered all the crap from before.
Mm-hmm.
They feel it is their duty
And I
to
mean,
maintain
Sylph
the
just
stability
gave
of
us
this planet.
backstory, even though she
Yeah.
was born 20 minutes ago.
Baul's got a mission of his own.
I don't exactly know how they
I mean, what about his commitment
mean
to destroy
for
all
this
of Hermes
to
Blastia?
work.
The determination necessary for destroying Blastia and becoming a spirit are very different.
Why is
Baul
Baul
still
want to
wants
destroy the
resolve to
Hermes
give up his
Blastia? Wait a
identity
second.
to Achaea.
That's his mission.
I think
I'm so
lacking it is
lost.
a lot healthier if you ask me. And I
That's
certainly
why he's
understand.
bros with Judy.
It's like they're answering
Sure.
questions I didn't know existed. But these questions are making me more confused than just not having the answer.
Still, I worry about him going on like
Yuri
this.
is even bros with the giant space whale.
Do you want him to become a spirit, Judy?
No, not in the least. But I wonder what the intellect.
Yeah,
what
but,
the
I mean,
spirits
we need him as an
themselves
airship, so we can't really.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Our boat's on fire.
It's fine. It's also on water.
Fucking gnomes just sliding out there.
Whoop!
I'm
I don't
not
think
sure
they even like animated his
spirits are
model
coming.
there, except the tail and the ears.
Or something,
Probably not.
but without using
The old
their voices.
gnome died on the way back to his home planet.
What happened?
He says we shouldn't worry about it.
Yes.
But what was all that?
The spirit said
He says
something to
it's
calm him
totally
down.
cool.
Maybe they told him how easy they've got
Like,
it.
bro, it's awesome. Try it out.
Yeah,
You should
probably.
kill yourself.
At any rate, it's impossible
The
for him
boat
to become a
just
spirit now.
nosedives into the ground.
We're going to have to go on
That would be a
depending on
great
you
end to the
until
game.
it's over, Baul.
He wants you to
final
know
boss
you
is
can count on
Baul.
him.
It's gravity.
He's actually been pulling your strings this whole time.
We're going to beat up gravity.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yep. The jellyfish is in about the same spot.
Yeah.
Leisurely sliding along the world map. As is its wont.
Jellyfish, there you are.
Jellyfish, jellyfish.
So wasn't the jellyfish in Entelakeo too?
It is, yes.
So this could turn into the biggest spirit.
Probably. It would
kill
probably
everyone
turn into
inside.
Maxwell.
Kid, what are you doing here?
Kid, you're drunk. Alright, you're going to the Elder's house.
Yes.
Yes,
need
you
that.
are. We super need that.
All these assholes just living on a jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
We going here yet? No,
Nah.
guess not.
I want to say that that's something you can do in Capitorum, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, there's some town you have to do first after the before the others unlock.
Fucking warehouses.
Yeah, and you don't want to do them anyway. They're
They're
annoying.
They're block pushing puzzles, right?
They're block moving puzzles.
Yeah.
They're a Tales staples. They've appeared in most of the games. Or at least most of the 3D ones.
When I was cleaning my dresser.
Oh,
What did
fucking
the elder
right.
find?
I forgot about this.
The
I
Elder
was
is
cleaning
a
out my
fantastic
closet,
character.
You
and
have a sword in your dresser?
A sword.
This is...
you had a sword
This
in your
isn't just
dresser.
any
My
old
thoughts
sword.
exactly.
It looks kind of like, you know what?
Kind of like evil.
Just what kind of sword is this?
Kind of like evil.
I was hoping you would ask.
You don't make a sword red and then throw it into an elder's closet and not have it be evil.
I've heard these words in conjunction before.
You mean the weapon spawned by the
I have no idea what you could be talking about.
14-headed? I thought it was a 10-headed monster.
Well, you know, it's the beast with two
The
backs.
story is told below,
But here, the legend is as follows. At the height of the ancient Blastia civilization, an attempt was made to produce special weapons.
Ancient Blastia civilization. So this is also kind of mentioned once or twice and then never becomes relevant.
Untold power.
It's kind of like a lady
This actually
writing-
shows up in the PS3 version.
So these
Oh,
weapons
really?
are legacy
Yeah.
of the ancients.
This is the new
Who didn't
bonus
know this is
dungeon
real. Maybe
content.
this story is too.
Bonus
I love how,
dungeon
like,
content.
they don't want to explain how something came up. It's like, oh yeah, ancient civilization made it. Just don't question it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's possible if what the
Yeah, that's
author
the
said
one
is true.
randomly
if
consistent
this really
thing
is
with
one of the
so
Sherlock
much
Holmes,
Japanese media
why
is
was
the
it in the
idea of an
dresser,
ancient
Elder?
civilization that was far more
I
advanced.
can't remember for the life of me.
Yeah, it shows
It's
up
been
everywhere.
decades since I've cleaned this thing
It's
out.
just in a lot of American media too, but I feel like JRPGs especially lean on it real hard.
I don't know what to say.
Hey, don't judge anybody, Estelle.
If these
Decades.
weapons are really as powerful as they sound,
I haven't even owned an apartment in decades. 4 decades.
If you're still inside after this cutscene, talk to the mayor, because I think he has a pretty good line.
Might we take this with us, Elder?
It's just, hey Rapide,
Oh,
thanks for this,
fine by
bud.
me.
You're giving it to us just like that?
Yeah, you can take that sword.
To tell the truth,
I don't
I'm
need it.
glad it turned up, but I'd been
He's just
wondering
gonna
what
go
I'd
pawn
do
it.
with it. I've got no real use for it. Besides, it would be a shame to just leave something like this lying around. I figure
could put it in
you
your
are just
hair,
the
like
ones
that
to put it
bone.
to proper use.
I have a feeling it would cut your
Do you
hair.
know anything about
Probably
the
your
other
neck.
farms?
A Damocles thing going.
Let me see here.
Tie it to your antenna then.
According to the legend, the 7 weapons share a common bond.
7 weapons. That's kind of convenient. that there's
Isn't it,
7 of
though?
them.
Yeah.
Truly one of the
The Fell Arms are in every single Tales game, and there are always somehow just exactly as many as you have party members.
Yeah, they're even going so far as in the PS3 version there's 9 of them instead of 7, because you have 9 party members.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're called differently in every game, but they're always like ancient cursed weapons
They're
of some sort.
usually... Oh yeah, the names of the weapons themselves are different.
The blade is filled with rage. Well, let's see.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a sword in a cage.
Yeah, and I think that's like the one major weapon group that doesn't have any skills.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they get skills afterwards.
Yeah,
that's
so
that's
it's
possible, yes.
shittier than what I have, and it doesn't have any abilities on it.
You don't want to use it right now.
Okay.
But we need it.
They also, in every single game, have a very special property to them that you need to unlock.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to trigger, but okay.
Wrong scene, but whatever. His thing is just like a random text box, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just says, "You kids get off my lawn."
Or Crohn's? Oh, that's the name of the thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea to land your city before that happens.
Yeah, I mean, pick one of the empty continents. No one will come bother you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fair point.
I wonder. We just asked that question, Carol. Come on.
I want to be the guy. Can already find Cridians all over.
They're very practical people. She says that they both wear the most outrageous costumes.
You know, that uniform is very airy. That's not it.
Legendary cucumbers.
Yes, that's the line I
Yes.
wanted.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I have no
Okay.
idea, but it's a great line.
Was that like a translation mistake?
I have no idea.
I give it 50-50 odds whether it was or wasn't. Okay, now you want to go to south of Nordapalooza.
Is that Churro Town?
No.
No, that's the Colosseum
that's
town.
Coliseum
Oh,
Town.
Coliseum Town. Okay.
And you want to go south of there in the airship and land at the Air Crene. And actually go in,
Yes.
because we'll finally be able to do something there.
Okay, so Coliseum Town was down here.
Yeah, it's on that little offshoot of the desert continent, and then those islands below it.
There are just like 4 tiny islands there in the group, and it's on one of them.
One of them has rock bits on it. Oh, it might not be directly south. Yeah, it's those 4 ones that are kind of along the continent.
Oh, this thing, the rocks here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, that's the one. The air creen. The Socrates.
Yeah, these places are really strange.
In that they're basically not places, but
yeah,
you know, they kind of just fill out the world map a little bit. Stone looks pretty worn down, I would say.
Eek. Wahoo.
Wahoo. That's my reaction.
Hey, look, it's a spear.
Thanks.
That's cool, but that's not why we're here, actually.
Yeah. So, you got a second fell arm now. It also doesn't have any abilities and is worse than whatever Judith has equipped right now. But, continue.
For the sake of completion, we'll take a look at it. A demonic spear named after the Witch of Drought.
Single swing. Turn an ocean into a desert. That's... Are you sure we should be using something like that?
Yeah, that seems like it could be a bit broken.
Crazy OP.
You know, I wish there was a JRPG where all these crazy description actually worked in the battle system.
Yeah, really.
Suck the water out of all the enemies.
Games like this really just get super hyperbolic as you get more and more weapons.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, a steel sword! This is a sword made of steel.
The Dragon Ball Z problem.
Exactly. A mithril sword. This is made of the hardest metal in the universe.
And it's like
adamantium sword. Actually, this one's harder.
Right.
Crystal sword. This is made of the souls of the damned.
Neutron sword made from the heart of a dying star.
It's a miracle you can even lift it. Has no effect on battle except makes your numbers larger.
And then there's like those weapons that have been used by mysterious swordsmen in the past, and they're somehow better than the... who knows.
That's one of the things never good about Thor. It's like his hammer is supposed to be like made of, you know, the heart of a dying star, and it's supposed to be only he can lift it. Yet, like, you would think in a fight all you would have to do is kind of like put it over someone's head and let go.
Yeah.
But...
better be careful. They might become Thor if you do that.
What is Yuri holding here? I wasn't paying attention.
It's the Sorcerer's Ring.
The Sorcerer's Ring. Its internal geometry is changing, if you know what I mean.
I see.
I have no idea what I mean.
I'm just gonna wait the day that like they try using the Sorcerer's Ring and just blows his hand off.
Yuri only needs one hand to fight. The orb's color is different.
So we can light stuff on fire now.
Yeah, you finally have the fucking fire ring.
Which is weird, because that's usually the first one you get.
Yeah. And in this game, you can go through the entire game without getting it.
But hey.
So we could try this out on Carol. I wonder if it's going to knock him back or light him on fire.
Knock him back into the air pool.
I love how she's trying to explain using in-game technology how this thing works. It's like, listen, just say it's magic and just leave it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, you're going to be happy. Well, actually, no, you're not going to be happy, but... You'll be happy after we do it. But you're going back to Reloise.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's the dungeon we just were in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's quick.
Okay.
Like, you can actually go back to this dungeon and basically redo the entire thing for a bunch of items, but there's only one that we're really concerned with here.
I'm guessing it's a repeat thing, so that's fine. We'll get that.
Yeah. Like, because, I mean, you know that there were a whole bunch of places that looked like you could burn them with fire, and this is the ring that can now do that, but it's not that important.
Is there anything else in here?
Nope.
Or am I just wasting?
I don't think so.
There's absolutely nothing here in the 360 version.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see, you see that path in the back there? You can go there in the PS3 version, and it has like a bonus dungeon kind of thing.
Wow. Yeah, there's so much like obvious cut and unfinished content.
Yeah.
Like when you dive deep enough into this game.
Well,
or kind of things that only make sense in the context of something that had been planned but not done all the way.
Like for the 360 version, did they rush it or?
I'm not sure.
Do a remaster for the PS3 version, like the
It's sort of like all the Tales games kind of have that sort of thing where like they plan them to be so big and then they can't actually finish it. Like Xillia is actually one of the worst for that.
Yeah.
Because the world map is well, there isn't really a world map. It's kind of just a series of dungeons like FF12 was. But instead of being like as full of life and kind of different areas as Final Fantasy XII was, every single area is basically the exact same thing, give or take a palette swap. And like in the very end, they start putting some like special monsters in the fields, but that's it.
Yeah, and
so
the end of Xillia is super rushed too. You can
super rushed.
You can so tell then that they wanted to add more.
Burnt
so
all
there
that shit.
should be a bush you can burn, or a few bushes you can burn around here, and I can't remember exactly where the one
that's the right one. The one we just burned is the right one.
The first one in the dungeon.
Oh, by the way, that's not a Tiredillo.
Oh yeah, that's a Spikadillo. That's good. We need those for something, I think.
Well, I'm gonna murder it all the same.
I mean, that's always the way it goes, but yes, the enemies in here, like some of the enemies in here actually get stronger.
It depends on the weather, actually, and the first time you're here, you're locked into a certain weather.
Wow, I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, it was stormy when I came in this time, like windy.
Yeah, now I...
Yeah, so like this is a really interesting area that you would have no other reason to come back to.
Because I remember I did look up like side quest stuff we could do, and I remember there was something we could synthesize, but I decided against it because it required some really obtuse enemies. But the Spikadillo
is... fucking description.
Yep.
Great.
But yeah, the Spikadillo was one of them.
The episode of Bob's Burgers, Retina Drives.
Okay, so we got that.
And then now you're going to Koi Woods, which is the very first woods.